Hey everybody, welcome back.
Welcome,
Come on
welcome.
in
Hit the like.
to Nothing's Wrong podcast. I'm your host, Isabel.
And I am your second host, Kathleen. Kathleen, actually.
And we are so happy to be here with you guys. So,
Yes.
like you said in the beginning,
Hit the like, hit the
like.
share. Go ahead and follow us on social media. Haven't
Mhm.
seen anybody follow yet. That's why y'all didn't get a follow back.
Right.
I already let you know last week.
Right.
So go ahead and do us that favor. Go ahead up our social media. And if you would love to support the channel, you can go ahead and send us a Cash App. And that is $ Nothing's Wrong Pod.
That would be very, very nice.
That would be very, very kind of you, and we would greatly appreciate that.
And Tone Deaf is in the chat saying, "My ladies are back together."
Yes, we're back together.
Shout out to DDR Network, guys. You already know. Check them out.
They got podcasts over there, so you have more flavor, you know?
So we are definitely back together. It's been a minute since we've been in this space together.
I know.
I'm happy that, and we can do this more often now. Schedules rearranged, things worked out.
You hear her, right?
Yeah.
Make sure it's a priority for the both of us.
Right.
Sunday, we got to show up.
Right.
Or show out.
Because, I mean, I like to do it remote sometimes because I like the two screens. I don't hate that. But I also like to be here together where we can, like, you know, vibe off of each other's energy.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's no delay.
So, there's no delay.
Yes, guys. Thank you.
Yes, it feels good. It feels great. But, of course, in life, there's just not always a happy ending on things, you know?
Right.
So we got to talk about our people. Y'all know we from Haiti.
Exactly.
You know, we're Haitian women.
Mm-hmm.
And so today we definitely wanted to dedicate some time to actually discuss about what is going on, like what's happening, right?
Yeah.
And to be honest, Isabel, I thought in my head, like, what happened to BLM? Where's BLM?
Right.
Is Black Lives Matter only considered for the African Americans, or is just Black Lives Matter?
Right.
Period.
Right.
Do you know that response, or
no?
Does anybody know that?
I'm asking the same thing. I would love to get a response.
I really do
on that,
because this whole conversation is so it's so crazy because we're fighting over the complexion of our skin and the accessibility that everybody was able to have. So the problem is, if you're not aware, the Haitian immigrants who came into America as refugees. So refugees are people like they gotta flee, they gotta get out of there, they gotta get out of where they came from. It's dangerous for them, and their main objective of leaving there is like they can't rely on their politicians, their government. They can't rely on that. Then they got people who are gangsters, whatever, mobsters, all that going after them.
Right.
Then there's poverty. There's no money to be made. Everybody has to find a way to make a hustle. It's just like people have to figure out a way. So y'all president, the people who voted for this guy, had announced to the world that he wants to open up the border, like, you know, and let refugees in. Before we had Trump in the building, right? And Trump only let about 10,000 people, well, actually like 1,000 or 15,000 people in from refugees. And he said, oh, well, I'm going to change that when I come in, and I'm going to put, like, I want to get the correct number, actually. Oh, yes. 15,000 Trump let in refugees. And then he said, well, when I come into the office, I'm going to make sure that I get about 62,000 people to come into the U.S. And so now he allows that to happen. You know, Mexican people, people from all over the nations who are not Black can come in here. But even Black people can come in here from different cultures and different nations as well. But for this Pacific country, they can't come in here. And you know why this is happening? For my eyes, you can quote me if I'm wrong, but for me, I feel like this is happening is because they said during the time of like slavery and all that stuff that Haiti fought for, and they got their independence, and they also paid the French to not cause war into their country anymore. So they got themselves into debt. So for that reason, it just seems like they can't cut a break, and they can't be able to even find freedom for themselves. And
it's crazy because they were the first ones to get freedom
and help other countries
and helped other countries, freed the whole island. And look at how the Dominicans treat them.
Oh yeah.
This is and they freed them, and they basically wanted to go back into slavery and said, "Hey, why'd you do that? And now we hate you." And this is all disgusting. And I thank you for bringing up all of that, because you know, I didn't know that. I didn't know the numbers behind it, but I did know that, you know, this is something that, you know, this is a country that's been hit with natural disasters like crazy within 10 years, just back to back, and their president being assassinated. And
that's why they have the right to actually be able to consider themselves as refugees, because there's an
emergency, a crisis.
Exactly.
Where all of these people who's been in Haiti and who's say they helped Haiti and done these things for Haiti and now you see these people going through this hard travel. Like, you're coming from Haiti. It's not like Mexico. You're not traveling through land to get there. You're coming from an island. And that's to flee and to get a better life. And it's just very tragic. And for him to send them back is disgusting. It's disgusting because, you know, they created the problem, and now they're trying to get rid of the problem.
Right.
And it's
disgusting.
And it's being used to show them. But Haiti has been fighting for their freedom from the very beginning. It never ended. And it's very, very sad, but the people there, we have to remember, the people are strong people. The people who are even there, my heart goes out to you.
Right, it does.
The families, the loved ones, my blood. We're all family. We're all from the island. We all somewhere intertwined together, and we're part of each other. Nula pu, nula, parce que kisa yo a fait là. Even if we lose the battle, the war still can be won.
Exactly. It always has. And the crazy part is that they're one of their old president had said that the Haitians were made to be in this world to suffer. And I was like, how dare he say that about his own people?
Because they had corrupt leaders.
Exactly. And that's exactly what they gave up the
purposely
people.
Kept the country poor
so that they can be rich.
Right. When the country can produce sugar, can produce rice, can produce
so
much.
Yeah.
And they rather say, hey, instead of going to a closer country, they go to China. They go to the ones that they got the deals with. And they keep the deal to keep the country poor.
Right.
And they put puppets there to follow the rules. And then when they don't, they take them out. And this is the sad reality of truth, because this is those games. Like, people think, like, when they show you that on television, people think those things are theatrics.
Right.
And it's like, no, this is really going on. This is how governments and things are ran.
We have some.
And yes. Ibrahim says, welcome home, Belle. I'm so glad to see you looking beautiful. Kat, I enjoyed working out with you this morning. Thank you so much, my beautiful baby. Love you. Aw, that was so nice.
Yeah, we did have a good workout. So thank you so much for saying that.
Thank you for bringing that up. And I'm happy to be in here.
Yes.
But yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's crazy. So but you did want to share.
The video of the news.
Yeah, make sure you guys are liking as you're in here. That would be really appreciative. Mm-hmm. That doesn't take much from you.
It doesn't take
just anything. Hitting the like is more than enough. Okay?
Yeah, it shows your appreciation.
Yeah,
that you're here. And then also,
don't be a hater. Hit the like.
Hit the like. Does it hurt? Is your finger broken? Come on, let us know. All right. So this video is because we've said all this information. Sometimes you don't like to hear it from us. You don't want to hear it from some people that you don't trust. Whatever. So it's gonna come from y'all news. So let's just hear what they have to say about what's going on in Haiti.
All eyes continue to follow and happening at a Texas migrant camp that held more than 15,000 people, mostly Haitian migrants, including Dr. Linda Tavernier Almada.
The welcoming committee is never put out for people of African descent.
The native of Haiti and University of South Florida Global Studies instructor says she's not surprised by the treatment of Haitians at the border. Out of desperation, she says many Haitians are fleeing destructive gangs.
You see the Haitians that are coming in by via South America, but what you don't see is there's a huge flood of those Haitians who also are coming in, but they're coming in with money. They're just coming in legally.
In Texas, Florida State Representative Dottie Joseph visited the camps, now cleared due to migrants being transported to various immigration processing facilities or deported under Title 42, a law that prohibits migration in the event of a pandemic.
When applying Title 42, you do not allow the person to present their legal claims for, let's say, for example, political asylum or any other kind of refugee protections that they might have.
Joseph says that includes natural disasters like the recent Haiti earthquake and the assassination of their president.
Good portion of them have left Haiti since the 2010 earthquake and have been either working in Brazil. Some ended up there because of opportunities with the Olympics, and they were trying to bring in migrants from all over. And what we're seeing right now is kind of like an imperfect storm of really bad things that have just been building up.
The crisis is further compounded by the maltreatment of migrants, according to the foreign minister of Haiti, Claude Joseph.
We only ask that the Haitians are treated humanly.
DHS says its processing facilities are at capacity.
That's part of the problem that we're having, is being able to track who went where.
Another issue Representative Joseph is attempting to resolve on behalf of relatives in Florida who are trying to reconnect with family members that were at the border. Fadia Patterson, Spectrum News.
This is, guys, that right there, Ibrahim says, I feel so bad when I see the news. My people deserve better. Mm-hmm. They do.
They do.
And, the ones, like she said, the ones that there are people coming in legally because they have the money. And then there are people who have to come in this way.
Yeah.
But just know, like, those people who's coming in, they ain't doing that for a better life. How could they be criminals? Criminals don't do that.
The first thing, like, what they want to do, and they're coming with their children, so they heard what you told them what to do. The requirement was that you have to be in real danger.
Right.
And you're able to come in here if you have your children.
Right.
These people had children with them. So they weren't just here, an empty person, just being a single man or a single woman. They came with their husbands or their children or they came with their families. So they had everything that you required them to have.
And the thing of it is like America has they have said that they were helping Haiti.
Yeah.
Don't they always say that? Where's Sean Penn? Where's all the people who are helping Haiti?
Yeah.
The Clintons known to keep their mouth shut about Haiti because they got outed themselves. but people are starting to wake up, and this is the real life situation.
Right.
And I am asking like Black America
to stand up,
to make more noise about it, because this is the reason, like, I need people to even just go to Marcus Garvey and look at what he said about the Pan-Africanism or the Black Power movement in America and the real corruption that ran him out. He was trying to help bring power to the Black people here, and they was like, hey, you got to get up. I had the book. He wrote it. You got to get up out of here. So,
and he went to Jamaica.
And he went back home to Jamaica because he said, hey, I'll go to London. I'll go to Jamaica because I'll just move on over, because I'm not going to, if these people are corrupt even within it. But it's up to the people, and we all should know what Haiti did for all of us Black people, giving us the hope, the inner wisdom. This is every story you could ever read in the Bible. This is the truth coming up when what is David and Goliath fighting a lion and coming from the inside and opening the mouth of a lion up, and you coming out with your sword and saying, hey, I won, and I killed him from the inside. That's the story. A country that did that magical thing as an underdog and coming out on top. And now you see them and you're still allowing them to suffer when they're your
my problem.
That's your power. And that's why as Black people, I feel like us Haitian people are your power. We're able, we tap into a different level. And it's just like, because Black America is so entertained and so distracted and think things that are important aren't important. This is why this is happening, that they can get away with this. The Cubans were running away. Nobody's seen how many Cubans trying to run away and migrate and come over here and do things like that. Are they piling them up under a bridge, and now they finally moved them to someplace? It should have never been under a bridge if you had somewhere to move them in the first place.
This is the way that they're treated.
And they're trying to say with the horses, they didn't whip them. I don't care if you whipped them or didn't whip them. Why are you on the horse to begin with? That doesn't look right. You don't need to be on a horse. What? And now they banned the horses. Why was it there to begin with? Why are these people even here? You have a horse. If you have a facility, start moving them. And why aren't you on the horses? I want to see with the Mexicans. I want to see them over there on their horses, because I didn't see not one image of anybody using the horses. So you can't
all
tell
I seen
me
them was putting their children in the encampment inside
of
foil bags inside of a safe building. Keeping warm. Isn't foil supposed to keep you warm?
I didn't see not one foil thing. It looked like they took the sticks and rubbish and built something. This is how much
like it was Haiti.
Like it was Haiti. They built Haiti there. That's what I've seen.
Right.
So you mean to tell me those people? See, this is when you say racism. This is true racism.
Let me tell you something.
This is true racism. And when true racism happens, nobody speaks up. I'm sorry, I'm done.
Thank you. So for me, the problem is, we have these people who aren't the same complexion, because it's all about complexion thing, the same complexion of your skin. Where is they're in your country now. So
because they don't want more Black people.
Okay, whatever. That's fine. You don't want them coming in. But I'm talking to the African American people. Where are you guys to protect these people too? Just because they don't speak the same language as you,
right?
But they are the same complexion as you. So, and that's the one thing I don't like about African American people. They do not have your back. You will go to a supermarket and this lady is giving you an attitude just because you look better than her or something like that. She's just envious of you and she's like not treating you good. And then she's gonna treat the white woman real nice and she's gonna treat you like crap. Why? It's like, and then it's your own kind. And all they say, oh my God, I heard what happened to the Haitian people. Oh, you heard? So what did you do about it? What are you going to do about it now? Like,
right.
I'm Haitian. You can be like, hey, I don't know what organization I can get into. No, this isn't. I heard what happened to. I don't want to hear what happened to the Haitian people. I need y'all to start making a difference, no matter what you are,
right.
who you are. Life is about doing something. Didn't we talk about that last week? When you just doing something nice, you can go to Starbucks and just pay for the person behind you, and they're gonna pull up and have a happy day because one day that's gonna happen to you. Where is that? Where is that? Right. So it's like, these are your people. It's like crazy. Y'all gonna give a homeless white man some money, but y'all ain't gonna go help these Haitian people out. They're in your country. They're not in Haiti. They're here, actually.
And they need your help.
And they need help because they're being mistreated, and then they're being kicked out because of the complexion of their skin.
They don't like Haitian people. What's not to like?
What's not to like?
They're hardworking people. I've only known myself to be hardworking, to be about building myself up, making sure I respect myself and the people around me. I don't know. Same thing with you. Same thing with you. Mm-hmm. Same thing with most of the Haitians that I know. So, that to me, it's just racism, and I'll say it. And because it makes no real reason, and at the end of the day, most immigrants, mm-hmm. and I'm saying this to be for real, like most immigrants are hardworking people. They mm-hmm. left a dangerous or non-profitable situation, something that was not mm-hmm. going in their favor, to come here for a reason. Mm-hmm. This is the thing. Mm-hmm. It's like this. Always, immigrants are more likely to be successful in America than a person who's lived here their whole entire life. For sure. And their family's been brought up here. Why? Mm-hmm. Because you get a sense of comfortability. Mm-hmm. When you've been grown up and been in America and grown up here, you're comfortable here. Oh, yeah. This is nothing exciting for you. Mm-mm. When you come from a country that is third world, second world, you come into America, this is a privilege. Mm-hmm. Everything, to even be able to work is a privilege. Mm-hmm. The things that we take for granted. Yeah. They got their uniform ironed and ready to go. They got their lunch. Everything is good. They're proud to work there. They're loyal there. They'll make sure that it's done and properly. This is the most loyal work you can see. And we see it a lot over here because there's mostly Mexicans who are immigrants here, or Asian. That this is their work ethic. This is what they do. And so it's reason why you come here. You have a sense of, because it's like when you manifest something and it comes true and you're like, yo, I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to treat it like the best thing ever. You never mess it up. You're like, I work so hard, or I really put on my all to get this. Mm-hmm. You have a lot of love in it. Right. Those are the people that made America. Mm-hmm. The immigrants make America, because they're the ones who are really, and I don't care what immigrants we're talking about, the immigrants, because the Indians that come here, they're immigrants. They're the ones who's making America. And people are mad about, oh, well, Americans are doing this, doing that. What are you learning? How hard are you pushing your kids to actually be something in life? How much money are you putting aside to get your family and your wealth to the next level? Like, who can you trust? Yourself. Yourself. I'm so tired of people saying, help me. They'll never help you. Right. Black people, we see it. Your people, the people who taught you how to fight, to pick up your sword. The people who were literally your example to get your freedom. And now they need your help. And you all turn your back on them. Every single country that has Black people on it, which is every single country. Right. Who is there to help them? Where is London? Where is Russia? Where is France? Where are the French people? Well, the French people. This is your doing. Why aren't you going to help them? Why aren't you sending flights to go back and forth to go take care of your mess? And say, come in my country. Yeah. Forget about the U.S. Come into here. My country. Right. We'll help you. And we'll come pick y'all up. Right.
Like real stuff. Like, but nobody's really kind of do that because
they
know
don't
want
to help the people.
Of your skin.
They don't want to help the people.
They won't help you.
And the thing of it is that people have to help themselves. And that's what you always have to realize is like, who can you trust? Yourself. You can only trust yourself.
Right.
And the people that you choose to bring into your life. But this rest of these people, they don't want nothing. They don't want the best for you.
They don't. So don't listen to their announcements. Oh, I'm here. I want to help you. I want to help you. Nobody. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. It's like all these people who talk, they should have picked you up from Haiti.
Yeah.
And that's how they're going to help you. And you know what's so crazy? And like the Haitian embassy, the U.S. embassy in Haiti had resigned because they were flooded with people. How are you going to resign?
How are you going to quit?
How you gonna quit? Like literally, if I was in Haiti that time and I was like, oh my God, like I lost my stuff.
If I'm flooded,
I can't even get help because
I don't care if I'm flooded. I would take it as a responsibility to the people here that I would not leave them hanging like that and leave them with nothing, because who would be coming in to replace me? This is the thing. They put a bunch of jokers in charge over there purposely to have things like that happen. How could you resign? There's a sense of pride that you should have. Right. And this is on the U.S. This is the U.S. appointing this person here. I want to see who they are.
So I want to know,
because that just shows
what
you
are they going to say about it.
What's the color of that person's
exactly
skin?
You know what he's saying? So their president has said, well, the president of the United States had stated that he will be claiming that it's because of COVID. There's some law, I don't know the number, and you can search it yourself.
How can you say COVID when he just let a whole bunch of Mexicans in here without testing them or giving them vaccines while he's pushing everybody else to go get a damn vaccine? See, this is the problem.
This is, and no one's not saying, this is the thing. Y'all watch the news. Y'all
voted for this
y'all
guy.
Do this,
y'all wanted this.
Nothing.
Y'all wanted this because at the end of the day, this is what you guys wanted. Because you didn't understand politics.
Yeah.
Because you didn't understand Trump. Because you didn't understand
law.
Because you didn't understand anything. You let your feelings get in the way. I'm not telling anybody Trump was better. I'm not telling anybody anything was better. But I'm saying when people don't have the right education or knowledge, because they're not the same.
Right. So
when people don't have that, they make decisions, and then we end up in situations like this, and they so concerned with their own ego that people don't even want to admit they're wrong. We had Garcelle on The Real coming out and saying, crying like, hey, what did I vote for? This is not the thing. What did Trump do so bad to me that I'm going to take this kind of beating from you? And the Democratic Party has always had their foot on Haiti. Everybody, every president has had their foot on Haiti's neck. And the Black people have allowed that. And because the Black people in America have been sleeping for a very long time, and they refuse to wake up. They refuse to wake up.
Oh, they
and
woke.
This is the reason why. Well, more and more are waking up. And I think that, I think that Black people in America have helped me wake up. So I actually take that back. But there's such a majority of them that are sleeping.
Right.
And it's going to take the Black people to literally wake up and come into your consciousness so we can all, as a whole, on this planet, rise. Because with us sleeping, there's so much, we're so dangerous. It's so dangerous for us. And it's our responsibility, but we have to wake up. Stop crying about the white man or white supremacy or the white privilege. I'm so tired of that conversation. Take your control back. Because nobody can say anything if you don't say anything, period.
This is the thing. We gotta fight for our rights. And then when we can't fight no more, then you have to individually mind your business and deal with it the way that you need to deal with it. But in reality, it's just like, you gotta stop. It's like seeing something on the floor, but you keep passing by it.
Right.
It's like, how many times are you gonna pass by it without picking it up or acknowledging, like, you know, that there's something on the floor, or
Right.
pick it up. Start picking up things.
This knowledge.
Exactly.
Start realizing what's going on around you. I know we had a conversation, like, talking about, like, I was listening to, like, Yin Yang Twins. We all remember Yin Yang Twins growing up, millennials. Come on, we know Yin Yang Twins. And I was like, we listened back to the songs, and the songs are so vulgar, so out of control. Couldn't even let my niece, who at the same age, 14, I was listening to that music. She can't even listen to it. Because I'm like, oh my God, this is disgusting.
Right. And we were like dancing
and we're
to
dancing
it,
to it and bopping to it. And it's like, in that time, I was such in a dead consciousness where I wasn't aware of what the lyrics were actually saying in any song. It's like I didn't even speak the language. I knew the words. I was saying things, but I didn't know what it meant. It was like, it's interesting because now... Even my niece, who was the same thing, she hears it and she's disgusted by it. And she was like, what kind of... And
music,
it's like the consciousness. And that was, to me, because obviously I listened to it and I was like, oh my God. But that was an example of the consciousness rising now on everybody's level, where it's like, now everybody's slowly waking up to, like, after 2020, especially, it's like, what's going on? Because everything's being exposed. But the things have always been exposing themselves.
Right there.
And a lot of people woke up in 2012, and people woke up in 2018, and people woke up in 2020, and people woke up in 2021. But at the end of the day, it's just going to keep on getting more and more crazy. Because you're going to keep on realizing, oh my gosh, what are we even doing? What is going on? The people I thought I could trust, I can't trust them.
Even in, like, relationships. You can't trust, even, like, you got to wake up in every aspect of your life.
Right.
You know, it's like, it's not just this kind of conversation. It's like, no, really, like, who you going to trust? You got to trust yourself, no matter who you're dealing with, who your family member is, whatever the case, this guy, whatever. Trust yourself, because if you sit there and you put all your trust in that person and then they do you wrong, oh no.
Well, you always got to, and this is also a thing, I think, where there's a couple of things that needs to be set up. I think especially because this is a conversation for the melanated people. I know if there's other people here, this ain't a conversation with y'all. This is a conversation. You can listen in, but
maybe
it ain't your conversation.
Right.
You can send it to somebody melanated, you know.
Maybe they can wake up.
We got to start getting for real about what this life thing is about.
Yes.
And
let's talk about that.
What you actually, the basics.
Because we wasn't taught that.
I feel like we just wasn't taught. It's like we're taught the anti way of doing it, the reverse way of doing
racism,
it, the way, not even, no,
just like weird stuff that don't matter.
Things that matter, like making sure that, you know, you're set up financially.
And your family's set up financially.
And your family is set up financially. Yes, at least for like 2 generations, like actually thinking ahead.
And your grandkids.
Yeah, your
like,
grandkids,
at least
the one that you're going to meet.
Yeah.
So you know you got your kids and your grandkids at least.
Right.
Making that a priority for you. Making sure that, you know, you're not going to go into anything. Like, I feel like not enough Black people are even going into college for jobs that are going to get them 6 figures starting. Like
having a conversation about
that.
It's like saying, if this is what
if you're going to go to college,
yeah,
make sure whatever you major in is going to give you starting at 6 figures.
This is the thing. Because if you're applying for a job.
Because so many people go to school for things that like are still in 5 figures.
Exactly. They apply for the job
and they paid like, 6 figures to get the degree.
Exactly. They paid more than 6 figures because
because
they had to pay interest. Like, oh, come on. So it's like we weren't taught those. Like it's crazy, but just because we weren't taught that, we can learn this now. If you do have children, think about, okay, if my kid is not fully getting sent to school for free, what are we going to do about that?
Right.
How are we going to support that? How are we going to get money for that? And I know a lot of melanated families who are starting off, they think about that, the smart ones. Yeah. They think about that. They think about their children's
but we have a huge baby mama culture. So that's a bigger issue.
Because there's just one income coming
That's
in.
what I'm telling
Where's
you.
the second one? Like,
So
we
if
need
it's
to
a
make
baby
this happen.
mama situation, you're a single person, you're automatically like
back
you're behind, because without that, even it doesn't matter if you make more money, without that extra person, it's harder on you. You still have less because you're technically supposed to have two.
You're on the red.
Yeah,
you're on the red, because how could you support yourself and support your children? And then you got to remember about the next generation,
right?
Because that's at least you can do, and that shouldn't be you alone. That should be with you and your partner,
right?
And you decide to, build a family.
But that's not the culture that's conversation. Being pushed.
Now, this is the thing. Our melanated people, let's look at the Asian culture. They can come into America, they have less than you what you have in your bank account, right? They're like, okay, well, you know what? This is my plan. I'm going to get into this company, and then I'm going to work there for many years. I'm saving money, sending it to my country, and we're flipping it. I have this other investment. They're not making more money than you do in these steps.
No. Yeah, that's the truth.
So, we got to take and not use it as a complexion thing, or this is their nationality, or whatever the case may be. We're looking at human race, of what smart way their mind is thinking about making more wealth for their family. Because we live in a world where you got to pay.
Yeah.
Period. You got to pay for women. You got to pay the bills. You got to pay to eat. You got to pay to even take a picture of something. You got to print something. You got to pay to park. You got to pay for everything. There's nothing that's going to be free. Everything has
even
to come.
If it's free,
right?
You got to pay. Some way to get it free.
Everything is paying. So our thing about it is we have to learn about learning money, understanding what money means. We can't start splurging and buying Gucci, buying Mercedes, buying this, buying that, and making no money for the next generation, or the kid that you have right now, or yourself. Like, we got to think about ourselves first before we want to try to add more people.
We have to think about safety.
And also, one more thing that we also have to think about: money set aside to help other people.
Right.
Because we all humans, and like we said, when you give, you will receive. It's just a generation of, that it's putting money in the pot. It's going to come right back to you. There's programs that people do this in, but you can do it in in your real life. So sorry about that. You can go ahead.
No, you're it's all facts.
Yeah.
But I did want to say also with safety, because I did get some chilling news that somebody that I went to school with passed away, and it was a woman, and she and I did have somewhat of a friendship, and I haven't spoke to her in a while, so I'm not going to act like we still had this friendship, but at one point we did, and it came down to something of safety, because the area was not safe. And I think that in the Black community, we leverage our safety for no good reason, and we say it's for money, but it's worth paying to be safe. But I think with our health and with our safety, we allow ourselves to be in danger, and that's the most critical things about ourselves. And in other cultures, that is the number one thing they look at. They don't want to put themselves in bad health and don't want to put themselves in danger. So you look for, you eat good food, or you make sure you do the right workouts and make sure you're at a healthy weight. And then you also make sure you're in a safe neighborhood, in a safe place, and your kids are safe and everything is safe. And I think in the melanated community, it's just not a priority. And I think that is to our detriment, because if that became a priority, two things would either happen. Well, for sure would happen is, people would move, but also in those neighborhoods, it would become safer, because the people would demand that more and stand for that and keeping it clean and keeping those things that don't cause safeness, like prostitution. Like being in LA, I really for the first time saw prostitution in the street, like actual streetwalkers. Was living in LA. I never seen that in Boston. Never,
I did,
but I'd never seen it.
I seen it on Mass Ave, like going towards like Boston Medical area when I was getting off the freeway.
But I've never really seen that because it just wasn't something that I've ever really seen.
Yeah.
And when I seen it in LA and I seen it with girls who I found attractive, like I didn't see these girls as bad looking, and I was like,
I seen that here. Yeah.
Then
they
I
were
seen
attractive women.
like regular girls.
Yeah.
That you would just see out,
like literally butt naked,
and they're like naked outside, and I'm just shocked, and I'm like, what is going on here? Is this a movie scene? And it's like, this is real life. And I think if us as a people stop accepting these kinds of lower level lifestyles, I think that will continue to bring us to the level of the respect that they cry so much to receive. Because people will only respect you as much as you respect yourself. I don't care if it doesn't look good to you or hurts your feelings. It's a level of respect. It's like kind of like people who say, oh, you should respect me even if I have a bonnet on my head. But in the actuality of it, if you don't respect yourself by having the bonnet on, why would you expect anybody to respect you?
I mean, you're basically telling them that you're going to sleep. So, and they're
the same way people don't respect bums on the street. They don't give them the same respect because they, in a sense, feel as though I'm not telling you what's right, what's wrong, what's thing, because I respect everybody.
Yeah.
But it's just like if you're presenting an image that you're not withholding, and that's the same thing. I know I'm talking for a long time, but I feel like that's the same thing like with, because I used to go out to clubs and stuff like that. I don't do that anymore, but when I used to go out and stuff, I was wearing like stuff that would consider like I look like a hooker. I got money dress on and stuff like that. And then you wonder why guys are trying to hit on you and touch on you and want to sleep with you. And it's like, but you're dressed like a hooker. And it's like, oh, well, you should respect me, but you have the costume of a hooker on.
I know. I was.
And it's like, no, but I'm not a hooker, so don't treat me like a hooker. But
it was like
it's like saying you have a cop uniform, but don't tell me to treat you like a cop. It's very hard.
Good analogy. It's like, help me, and they're like, I'm not a cop. Good. I can't help you.
So what do you have? It would be very aggravating.
It's like, no, I'm just wearing a costume.
But it's not
a
costume.
But it's not Halloween.
Yeah.
It's not Halloween, sis. Why you got that on? You know what? I'm going to rape you. I'm going to take you. And this is why people be taken. It's like,
and I know it sounds bad, but if you don't got your own back, so you want somebody else, you want to put your life in the consciousness of somebody else that doesn't know, or if you're respecting yourself as a hooker, or if you're really a hooker.
Real questions.
You want to put your life in the hands of somebody to figure that out for you. No. So respect yourself enough to present yourself better than a hooker, to present yourself
you know what the
better than
is?
a gangbanger, better than all
what the problem
those things.
Is? There's no orientation on life, especially being a melanated person. So if there was an orientation and
they
said,
just
hey,
give you hip hop music and say, hey,
here's our hip hop music, here's our hip hop movies, Boys in Hoods, go be those kind of people. This is your life.
Yeah.
This is your lifestyle.
They never
go be a baby boy. Go be
really.
These are the things that you gave. This was your gift. It's like, and then what do you want to do? You want to be just like the rapper. You want to be just like the guy on the movie. Like, you're not really like, there's no real superhero for you. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I get it.
They gave you T'Challa, right? They gave you, what you call it, Wakanda. But
they gave Wakanda in 2000s.
Yeah.
They wasn't giving Wakanda in those times. Right. Like, they didn't give us our own little shows where it would be like, oh wow, they gave us the Cosbys, like, but nobody was sitting there saying, you know what, I want to be a lawyer. I want to be like, you know,
because that wasn't being pushed to you 24/7.
No.
If you're looking at the videos, you're not being taught.
Oh no,
that.
you're watching 106 in the Park and they're showing you exactly what you said.
Yeah,
if you see
yeah,
I'm gonna be that.
They giving
like
you
what,
like 14 years old.
Yes.
I was listening to that, and then they say they treat Black children like older kids because they, you know, they treat them like adults. But in reality, the music that they listen to, how many parents allow their children to listen to the hip hop music with them, their children? And now the children know the songs and now they're singing it back and they think it's okay and they want to experience that because they never did that and they never tried lean and they want what it's like to go robbing and stealing with their boys. Want to see what it's like to throw money on a booty.
One day they robbed and one day they stealed and they didn't get caught. So they like, oh, I know how to do this.
Right.
So like, you know, they continue that same habit. And it's like, we need to start doing the melanated orientation. Mm-hmm. Welcome to being the melanated person.
Right.
You won't get the same lesson if I was you that the Asians got.
Right.
That the people
teach yourself about wealth first. About how to create wealth for you and your family. Stop falling into trying to be cool. Like literally, melanated people have been trying, like it's just all about being cool. And it's like, I remember this guy, he was Caucasian, white, and he was like, this guy told him, this melanated guy was like, oh no, like, I guess somebody was saying something. He was like, nah, he's cool. And then he was like, yeah, he called me cool. And I was like, oh, okay, that's good, I guess. He was like, yeah, because, you know, I was like, I knew what was up. Like, I was down with the cause and I knew stuff. I was like, oh, I didn't know it was like, that's the kind of cool he was talking about. And I was like, oh, I thought he meant like you were just like
cool. A cool person.
Yeah. And it's just like, it's kind of like these people like saying, oh, you're invited to the cookout. Like what cookout? Like Black people, like stop.
They're gonna keep treating you like that. They're gonna keep treating you like we the cool kids. Like the cool kids don't get nothing. Look at the cool kids. They in jail. They got so many babies. They don't have nothing together. They're not successful. You can't Google them. They got all these problems. Nobody wants to be cool. People want to be successful and do good for their family. People tired of trying to be in the limelight. I'm a cool person. I'm mad popular. Everybody knows you. What do they know you for?
Right.
What do they know you for? Really?
Right.
Is it something that could be useful? Can I use you for something useful, or is it illegal? Because the thing about the melanated people is like they need to get out of that illegal mindset that I'm gonna try to make as much money.
Illegal decisions. And like, it's like make good decisions. Right. We have to make good decisions, legal
as human
decisions, because there are loopholes. If
there is,
let me tell you something. Nothing is legal, but the ones that they let be legal, take advantage of that legal. It's like stop trying to do the illegal. It'll never be legal.
Right.
But you don't got time to make it change to be legal. So just focus on the legal stuff. The melanated people, I don't know why we're trying to be the pioneers of illegal. Like the mobsters did it already. The Italians, they did the whole illegal thing. They took over the FBI. They got their whole thing. Let them have it. You're not them. This is not your game.
Find your passion. Find your own passion.
Legally.
Find your own passion. Find your own, you know, I was watching Lucifer and he was like, you know, trying to figure out, I'm not going to do a spoiler, but trying to figure out what was his destiny? What was he supposed to do in life? Because you get to that point in life sometimes. It's like, not sometimes, you're going to get to that point. Right now, you might not even care. Like, I'm just living life. I'm paying bills, paycheck to paycheck, living life. I'm okay with that. That's fine. But you got to one day think about your family. What are they going to do when you're gone?
Right.
That's why if you do have, like, you don't have a lot of wealth, make sure you put a life insurance in your name.
Right.
Like, you know, like think about your family, because you just never know. One of your family members might live in the hood and they might get shot tomorrow. And you can't afford to take care of that. And it's sad to think about those type of things.
But then in the actuality of it, that could be the same scenario. But then you have life insurance, and then you're able to pay for that. But then now the life insurance
family or
help
whoever.
you even pay to get a house or to get you something forward in life. I mean, that's the good thing about life insurance is like you actually could even give somebody like a good boost in life. Even while you're gone, it's like, this is my final gift to you. And this is a beautiful thing that, people can do for themselves. And also, it's just about sacrifice, I think. It's just like, what are we really willing to sacrifice?
Right.
I've been, on my health journey for as long as forever and always been doing it. Crypto Dark Pool. Oh, hey, Crypto Dark Pool. We haven't seen you in a while.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, ladies. That's a very good point. Oh, thank you. But yeah, I think that it's just making sure that you're good and your family is good before you decide, like, oh, let me just like splurge on this or do that and do that. And I think like changing the mindset of the Black community to what's really important will literally eradicate, because that's the minds of the people back in the day. They had their minds right.
Did.
But all this propaganda, all this stuff being beat
all
down,
the
hey,
drugs
be a gangster, be this, be that.
It's the drugs and the manipulation, and they're going to be saved, and you're going to get the stimulus check. You're going to get this. It's like, oh, let me take care of you. Let me take care of you. Let me take care of you and not take care of you.
Dark Pool, Crypto Dark Pool says that's something rich people do all the time, generational wealth. Exactly. Yeah. They do that all the time because that's the smartest thing to do. You leave your family with the final gift. You don't want to be a burden on your family. You leave them with funds.
You made them. You know this world consists of paying some gotta pay.
Yeah. And you don't leave them like hanging. It's like, hey, here you go. Right. And that's not even taking much out of you. That's nothing out of you. That's nothing. And if the community, if our community actually started thinking about, hey, we want actual wealth to stay here. We don't want to give it to Gucci. We don't want to give it to these car companies. We don't want to give it to McDonald's. We don't want to give it to things. We want to farm. We want to eat better. Yeah. We want to have more of a localized place. It's okay if they try to police us. We can police ourselves on that too.
Go get all the stuff they tell y'all to do. They say get a permit. Go get a permit.
Right. If you want guns, then here. You want
guns?
Sign up. Do that. Let's police our own neighborhoods. Let's do our own thing.
Trust me.
These things aren't as hard if we all want them to be done. Right. It all takes everybody doing their part. And it's like we all want to cry and say, oh, we're being oppressed. But then the oppression is only being done to ourselves because we can only... And that's another thing with Lucifer in the show is like your hell is the one you create for yourself. It's up to you of what your hell is because it's up to your guilt. So you have to figure out, hey, I'm not going to put myself through these type of oppressions that I claim are happening to me. I'm going to stop that and start putting myself in a position to protect me and protect my family, making sure that I'm safe, that everybody's safe. That I that we're provided for, and that's the priority. Not that you looking cool, not that you're fly, not that who you messing with or what your song sounds like, not that none of that. Not who's liking your picture on Instagram. That's another thing. Like these are such ridiculous things, and the main thing is, are you provided for and are you safe? Are you healthy?
Where is our farms, melanated people? Where is our own boats?
Right.
Where is our own planes? And I'm talking about things where we can be like, where's our own technology? Where you can help countries like Haiti and say, hey, they don't have no electricity. If you're an electrician in that industry and that's something that you do,
because they're not pushing education.
No.
Where's our place? what education?
Look at
who's
Akon.
putting money into
Look
that?
at Akon. Did you know
Yeah,
that
that's true.
Kanye is supposedly, that's why he went to Haiti? Go check it out, and stuff like that. His plan is to do something with the Haitian in Haiti and build something in there where he can help another part, maybe an island he might buy. I don't know, but he's doing something. But Haitian people, first of all, if you're Haitian descent, like this is my goal in life to
give back to Haiti.
To give back to Haiti. And so if you're Haitian, that should be your goal. At work, I'm working towards making this program from Haiti. Like we were just talking about, like how it's important for you to not only just be talking about it, but be out there, like volunteering, helping people, doing something to help another soul, help your community. We are all human beings, no matter the color of our skin. We all bleed red, okay? And maybe some bleed a different color because they're not humans, so they don't have our backs, because those are the ones that's actually in charge doing crazy stuff, and then you cut their arm and it's bleeding blue. Now, come on. We're just not, I just want us to do better. And I want us to stop trusting that people are going to take care of us. We need to take care of ourselves,
right,
and take care of our families, because our family matters.
And if everybody's taking
Family
care
Matters,
of themselves and taking care of their families, then we'll all be good.
Take care of your family.
So
take care of your mother.
Stop
take care
worrying
of your father.
about if the government's going to take care of you this way. No, take care of yourself and your family. That's your priority. You never see Asian American community trying to fight for their rights to be taken care of. Take care of yourself.
That's why they have
take care
no
of your
Asian
family,
hate.
And you
look at how much they stood up for themselves. Literally,
that they got laws passed that if you do something to one of them, they're
protected.
You're protected because you will go down.
But the BLM is protected by somebody who ain't even a BLM. Come on, take control
of yourself.
Melanated people, take control of yourself.
Don't let these people
who want to have titles try to protect y'all. Protect yourself and protect your people. And I'm speaking because I'm protecting my people. I want to protect my family.
Right.
Which is the melanated people.
Your people. We're doing our part over here in our corner. Do your part in your corner.
Yeah.
And then we'll be fine.
Everybody will be fine.
And I think that's the biggest message for all of this, because I know this has been a long rant going from the Haitian people to the melanated people to all people. It's just, you need to protect yourself and your family. People. And make sure if you see another one of you out there that you show them love and protect them. There's so many, I've seen so many things on Facebook of melanated people fighting on planes, fighting and things. Can't even be in the same room. Right. This is disgusting.
It is so disgusting.
You cannot cry and say you're being oppressed and then turn around and fight yourselves. Stop it.
Even the video that Sinai had sent us of the melanated lady who had her sons in the background, and she was like getting in the car, and like he was like, "Oh, let me get some of your drink," and she was like, "I'm tired of you asking me for like
there's so many mothers that are exposing their kids and beating their kids online and just this backwards way of parenting."
Right.
And it's just like, we all need to like step back and say, come on, we're better than this.
Right.
We have to do better, people. James says, hi, how are you?
Hello.
So very beautiful, cute. Thank you.
Thank you.
So yes, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening and listening to all that we said, because honestly, the Haitian people deserve better.
Yes. And I'm not gonna wait for
America to give it to us.
Mm-mm.
All of us Haitians and the people who know how important Haitians are to all of the Black people in the world.
Period.
All of us, we need to do something.
Where's the rappers who put Haitians? I'm a Zoe, I'm a this. I'm gonna need y'all to step
all
up
of us need to step up.
Every single Zoe
and we need to do our part. So I'm going to do more research and see what it is that I can do.
Same.
And I will definitely pass on that information to you guys.
We should have had it tonight.
We will.
That's important.
Well, you know what? It takes these conversations to find solutions.
Right.
So we did the conversation and now we're here for solutions. So moving forward, we want to continue to put out solutions, and we hope that you guys, if you have solutions or ways that we can help, that you can send us a message. You can send us an email at nothingswrongpodcast@gmail.com. You could definitely hit up our Instagram at nothingswrongpodcast. You can hit up us. You can hit us up on Twitter, nothingswrongpod.
We're not on Twitter, so.
We're not hit up on Instagram mostly, Nothing's Wrong Podcast, and also Nothing's Wrong Podcast on Facebook, and obviously Nothing's Wrong Podcast on YouTube. And if you would love to donate to us, and maybe even donate, we can take some of that money and
give it to Haiti,
because they definitely.
If you are gonna do that, because we do have family in Haiti, like everybody does. So what you could do is in the comment part, it says donation for Haiti. Yeah. And so we also want to, like, if we do get something for that, we'll show you guys exactly where it's going and show you proof, because they need help. And this will most likely go to people in Texas in the process of figuring out how they're going to get back home, whatever the case may be.
Dark Hole Crystal says Ace Live is down there helping now. So Ace Live, he's also a YouTube blogger and he does travel vlogs, and so he's down there in Haiti. So that's great. If you guys want to check out Ace Live on YouTube, see some of the work that he's done in Haiti, maybe he has a link or something where we can all go and help support that. So definitely go check that out, guys. It's all very, very touching and deep, and I'm happy that we were able to get this conversation in and be in the studio together today.
I'm so excited to have you.
I'm happy with that. Thank you guys all for being here.
If you have any last words, we're going to shut the doors, so let us know if you've got something to say. But I really love the conversation, because I just want all the melanated people from every country, no matter if you don't speak English, you're melanated, and you could be speaking Hispanic, I'm Spanish, or whatever the case may be. You have to understand that we're all struggling now and then, but there's people who's actually really struggling to make a difference in their lives and for their families' lives, and it's important for them to
get that support.
Yeah, that they especially need. When they're down. You know, you don't, and like they're kicking them, they're beating them. Like you literally see on the news what's happening in their own country is happening in your country.
Yeah.
So
because you see, and I don't care, like I said before, I don't care if they said they're not whipping them. Why were they on horses to begin with?
And why y'all?
Why are they in huts that they built?
Like it's Haiti.
This is America.
Maybe that's facilities, what they know to do.
Because that's where you put them now. Now that the optics are out. Now that you've been caught. Now that we've seen this, and we're not happening already for weeks.
COVID,
we've seen it now.
411, whatever your code is that you're gonna find in the law book.
Nope.
And come tell us.
We see you guys.
No, we see you. Even though we may not have enough people to get you to where there's national causes and national ways for people to get their karma. You're gonna get your stuff, sir.
Okay, guys. Thank you guys for listening to tonight's show. We appreciate you all.
Yes.
Make sure you remember to come back next week.
Come back, and we're going to be talking about relationships, and we're going to be talking about how you level up.
Light, but we will be coming back with some more information about Haiti and how you can support and help out. All right, guys. Always remember, even in these situations, you can't let this.
Keep your head up.
Yeah.
Keep your head up.
And you got to just move on like nothing.
Things are going to get easier.
And always remember,
nothing's wrong.
Nothing's wrong.
Yes.
She said it the wrong time, but...
Oh, I thought you were
coming. See you guys.
Oh, that's hot.